Coming to you all the way from Norfolk, Virginia, Go On Podcast presents How Embarrassing with Molly and Jeff.
How embarrassing!
How embarrassing!
How embarrassing! Hey, everybody. Welcome to How Embarrassing, the podcast where we talk about all of our embarrassing lives. I'm Molly.
And I'm Jeff.
All right. And welcome, you guys. We never thought we would make it here.
Looks like we made it.
It is our 25th anniversary today.
Which means diamonds, right?
I don't know.
I think it's diamonds.
I've never been 25.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. This podcast is now older than a lot of our listeners.
Probably. I mean, I don't have a comeback. I froze. Sorry.
Cool.
All right. So I was thinking for our 25th anniversary, instead of telling an embarrassing story, we could air some grievances between the two of us.
Yeah, I have pulled up. We have a Patreon now, so everyone should pay us money.
Yeah, and let's get into that because Jeff messaged me sort of out of nowhere, and I really didn't see it coming, and said that he had some issues with the Patreon that I set up because Jeff was too lazy to do it.
Right.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when I texted Jeff and said, hey, come over and help me set up the Patreon, he texted me the next morning and said, my bad, was asleep.
I wasn't asleep. I was just drinking and didn't feel like doing it.
Yeah. So I'm feeling a little bit attacked.
Well, you
in my
should,
own
because
home.
These are awful levels of the Patreon. All right, let's just... I haven't
let's
pulled
say
up.
what Patreon is first, so my dad knows.
Okay. We'll explain it to him.
Okay, so Patreon is a website where you can set up a campaign to kind of fund a creative project. So me and Jeff set one up for our podcast. You can donate at patreon.com/howembarrassing.
It was hard for me to find by going to Patreon.
Oh, really?
But if you Google that, it comes up right away.
Yep.
Okay.
So
And
just Google it.
I have the links on all of our social media, and I share it from everywhere.
So there's always different levels to these Patreons. Like $1 gets you something, $5 gets you something else, and so on.
Depending on like how much of a fan you are, you subscribe to a monthly donation.
Right. And
So,
you're
like,
also...
if you give $1, we'll send you a sticker or whatever. We're
Well,
not
what do
doing
you-
that. That's not our...
No,
What do you actually have?
Okay, no, I have it pulled up right
Okay.
here.
Tell the
So
people.
usually each level, the levels are supposed to get better so that you like try to get people to actually pay the extra amount of money.
Jesus.
Reminder, I was left to my own devices.
So let's start with the number one. Number one is friend of the pod,
How much do you have to donate?
$1.
Okay.
That's what I meant by number
That's
one.
$12 a year. That's nothing.
That's nothing,
that's
guys.
chump
We'll still
Do it.
accept it, though.
So for that one, you just get to be. Your name gets shout out on the podcast.
Yeah,
once.
so we have 3 friends of the pod that I'll shout out after this.
Okay.
Okay.
For the $5 level,
That's a big jump, by the way.
yeah, there's not a 2 or a 3. It just goes up to the 5.
Okay, what?
From $12 a year to $60 a year.
So for $5, you get.
I can't do math. I cannot. I couldn't tell time till 7th grade.
We know. You get absolute praises on our Instagram story.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Excuse me.
That is so much worse than being named on the pod.
Jeff, what?
It's a-
Instagram is the way of the future.
Well, you know I don't use Instagram, but don't those stories disappear after 24
Yeah,
hours?
I just taught Jeff what DMs were on Instagram. We found some crazy
Don't-
shit.
Don't try to change the subject.
Grievances.
Don't those disappear after 24 hours?
Yeah,
The podcast doesn't disappear after 24
but they
hours.
can share it to their own page. They can share it to their own page. They can
So-
brag to all their friends. It'll help us get more listeners.
I have a lot to say, so.
Next.
So
grievance.
$5 is worse than $1.
True.
Okay, so I'll switch them.
Now let's go
Why
up- Now let's go up to the $10 level. The $10
This is
level,
$120 a year.
$120.
Yeah, baby.
Guess what you get when you go up to $10?
Hopefully a t-shirt or
It's
something,
a good
right?
one.
You get the first 2 things, shout out on the pod, the Instagram story, and actual membership to the Graham family. What the fuck is... That's nothing. That is
I
nothing.
will make you a birth certificate. I will adopt you into the Graham
It gives you nothing.
Are you kidding? Have you ever gotten advice from Pat Graham? That's valuable.
And then we go up to $25
How
a
much
month.
money is that? I can't do the math. What's 25?
Producer Cole.
Help!
What's that?
25 times 12.
Oh shit, 25 times 12.
I can't do this.
We should be able to do this.
I don't know.
It's $275.
$300.
Fuck. I suck.
I got rich aunts and uncles. I feel like someone will give me that.
$300 a year?
Yeah.
They might give it to you, but
I forgot.
Now they won't because
what you get, you don't get the first two things, or even the third thing, you just get a picture of our feet. Like, this whole thing is a joke. We're supposed to be making money off this, Molly.
You know what, Jeff?
So, check out Patreon for the new things, because we are changing all of them to make sense. One should be that you get to suggest an ad for us. We'll use your real product.
Jeff, I feel...
We'll sell ads.
Do you see what would have happened if you had just come over and helped me with it?
I didn't know you were a
just
fucking disaster of a
leaving
human.
me like 8 beers deep with a computer typing up this shit?
It's time for ads.
God damn it, Jeff. Have you ever been personally attacked by someone who you're close to?
Yes.
Do you find yourself staying up at night alone, wondering who in the world is ever going to love you?
Every night.
Have you ever thought about jumping into a ball pit filled with razor blades?
Yeah, that's my backyard.
Well, thankfully, How Embarrassing is proudly sponsored by BetterHelp.com. It's an online therapy company that will help you not be so fucked up in your brain when other people are really mean to you, and you maybe are really mad at them, and maybe you know where they live, and maybe
You have a promo code or something? Come on.
Yeah, so if you go to BetterHelp.com and use code HowEmbarrassing, you will get 55 cents off of your next therapy session.
And we're back.
Yay!
I've never felt so betrayed.
Hey, I feel better now. I got it off my chest.
You know what? Just wait till our 50th episode.
Oh,
the
gosh.
next time we air grievances, I'm going to have a list.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So now let's get to our guest
Yeah,
for the
let's-
25th anniversary.
Enough about us. Truly, truly. We did not start a podcast to hear the sound of our own voice.
One of us didn't. So,
You know him from having a toenail.
I once saw him shoot a basketball and miss, but then it came up from behind my head as if it revolved around the world and swooshed.
Whoa.
One time I saw him kick a puppy in the face.
Damn. What?
Yeah, it was fucked up.
It's Brad McMurran! You can't heighten that.
Yay!
Hey, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the
Brad.
I've loved it so far. It's pretty much just shit on Molly.
Yes.
Hey, by the way, I agreed with everything you said.
Okay, so
Except for I want to be in the Graham family. I will admit that.
you're gonna have to fork over the cash, but I can make it happen.
I'm all talk. I'm all talk.
Brad, are you embarrassed to be here today?
No, I actually love y'all to death. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed when I see you. But as far as like when I hang out with normal people, I'm normally like, she's behind your back. I'm nice about you.
Okay, the fact that all of you have the audacity on my 25th anniversary to just shit on my heart is appalling.
God, that's so
Our
pretty way to put
25th.
that. Yeah.
You know, it's not just yours. I exist.
It seems like a song. Quit shitting on my heart. On my heart. Wait, we turned it into a Backstreet Boys song.
And we can't sing anymore because we don't want to pay copyright or anything. So.
That's true.
Well,
Yeah, for our
it's
made-up
parody, though.
songs,
It's
yeah.
parody. We'll win
Oh,
that.
it's a parody. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we'll win that case.
Cool.
So, Brad, are you someone who frequently gets embarrassed or embarrasses yourself?
Yes.
Quick to answer.
All the time?
Yeah. I like to slow down. You gave me two questions. What was the first one?
The first one is, are you easily embarrassed?
All right. No, I mean, obviously, I know all of y'all from being a comedian. I'm used to kind of being laughed at and laughed with. But I would say, yeah, I can get tense shoulders. And you know what it is? Etiquette. In etiquette situations, very much so. Yeah,
Okay.
I definitely can get embarrassed.
It's weird because I'm trying so hard to make eye contact.
It's tough. I'm like, I see one eye. Yeah.
Producer Matt Cole has put a wall up
my
so
God.
no one would have to see my face.
Donate to the Patreon. We'll get new equipment.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon.com.
We want to pay Matt Cole.
Yeah. That's true. It's mostly for Matt Cole.
He needs a new Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yes. With that outfit he does.
Yeah. I mean, look at the guy.
Yeah, you dress like a Me Too professor.
I teach about Me Too, or
I don't. Let's leave it there. Yeah.
It's open
It's election year. Yeah.
It's open to interpretation. Oh, jeez. All right. So you embarrass yourself frequently?
Very much so. Yeah. Yeah. I would say throughout my entire life. Absolutely.
All right. So on this podcast, our guest shares an embarrassing story or two. Do you have one that you would like to bring to the table today?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good,
We were
good,
talking
good,
about this.
cool.
We were talking about this off air. Is like I do a lot of monologues when we do improv. So a lot of these things come up, right? So these stories have been told. So when I was coming in for this, when Jeff had said have a couple prepared, I'm like, I've got these kind of epic ones, but I don't know whether to tell them. So I'll go with one that's kind of medium range. I mean, you may have heard it.
Way to set it up to be like,
Yeah, it's medium range, but I'd say to you, it does personify a relationship I have with a really good friend too. Yeah, as I own the Push Comedy Theater with Sean Devereaux.
Push Comedy Theater, friend of the podcast.
Just Jeff. And,
Wow.
and
It's fine.
I was dating a girl. I won't say her name, but I was dating a girl, and when the Pushers had just started, the Pushers was a sketch group that came out of ODU, and we were notoriously drinkers at the time and things like that. And I had gotten a girlfriend
At the time.
Well, as I drink a PBR, yes, and I apologize. I feel like I'm just stealing this time. I don't want to. I'll keep going.
This is for you.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, fair enough.
We will talk when we want to.
Fair enough. I was gonna say, please.
We had our time.
Well, by the way, y'all made each other look good, and it was a very good improv teacher.
One
over
of
here.
us.
And but anyway, so Sean Devereaux is again my business partner who y'all know, and he and I are famous for playing pranks on each other, and it used to be much meaner back in the day, much meaner. And that we steal, like if one person leaves their Facebook page open, we'll steal and write about that person and say really mean things, and especially like in 2005 where we would write really awful things. Like for instance, I had him come out of the closet in one of them, and his boss, who I won't say right now, came over and told him he was the bravest man she'd ever met. But he had to explain to her that he wasn't gay, and it was a very awkward moment for him on that. And he had gotten me to. He had done some really mean things where he had put me in relationships and things like that on there without my consent. And anyway, so we had. I had a old pay-as-you-go kind of phone. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. You could get the cell phones where you could pay for the minutes.
You buy like a
Cricket
gift
Wireless
card.
or-
Yeah.
10, 10,
Yeah.
220 or
I have no idea what that means, but I'd say to you, like, I'm very bad with technology, but it was I would pay this money, and the minute the money ran out, the phone ran out, right?
Yeah.
That's the way it worked.
Yeah.
And anyway, I was really late to the game with cell phones, and I got this, I guess around 2006 was the first time I had a cell phone, and I got this cell phone, and this girl and I took a trip up to New Hampshire, and we were staying at her uncle's inn up there, and it was like a kind of amazing inn. It was almost like a Stephen King inn, where you didn't have any kind of, it wasn't dialed in, there were board games, no TV.
The walls were made of blood.
Yes.
These twins
kinda.
kept running around.
Well, and oddly enough, I really mean this when I say it was very New Englandy, where you went through this beautiful like snow to get there. But we had gone during the summer, but I'd been twice to this place, and it's beautiful. It's like a going back in time kind of place. And we were being romantic, and there was a community. I love like Kyle's faces as he grabs a beer. Is
Try and do it quietly.
He tries to look
can
sneaky,
hear everything.
but
No one
like
noticed me. It's just
Right.
like,
I also would like to point out that 2006 was also the first year I got my cell phone, and
Really?
the difference is that I was 13 years old.
Oh, okay.
right. And And there was a big difference between us at that age. But anyway, so I just found out your age then right there.
Oh.
Whoa, she's been trying to keep it hidden for so long.
Wow.
I'm very public about my age.
What are you, 44, 40?
Yeah, that math adds up.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm 44.
Right. So anyway, this girl and I, they had community bathrooms in this place where like you had to like, go down the hall. It was very old school. But we had gone canoeing during the day and tandem biking during the day. And it was very like romantic kind of weekend.
The Muppets.
And I had taken a shower and come in from the shower and I was lying down on this bed. And Matt, I know you know this story. Actually, you were part of the story, but and I was lying down on this bed, and this is all true. And the girl came in and thought I looked cute, but I was lying on the bed on my stomach, and I was naked, and it was just my butt, and I'm not gonna be able to show you the pose I'm gonna do to these guys what happened, but I'll try to explain it over the radio. Is the girl came in and thought it was really cute. Because we were in that cutesy place, and she took a picture of me. But I turned in this picture, and like I gave how it's like a love handle roll when you flip to your side, right? And I'm looking over my shoulder, and I don't know how else to put this. I looked like I was ready to give a man a blowjob, where I looked around and I was like, "Hey," and the picture was taken in this very strange looking, not very masculine. That's all I'm trying to say. Just not a very masculine pose that was taken. So anyway, fast forward to the Pushers, back to the Pushers, and we're having a show in Norfolk at the time. We would play every weekend with a new sketch show at the time. And we had a show down at a place called 37 and Zen, I think it was. There might have been 40th Street Stage. I don't know. I've smoked too much marijuana. But anyway, it was one of those two places. And that would have been the 40th Street Stage. But anyway, that was down at the 40th Street Stage.
Doesn't matter.
Irrelevant.
Exactly. But my brain's going to stay there. And anyway, we all got drunk at Sean Devereaux's house. Again, my business owner and comedy partner. And I passed out on the couch, and the next morning I couldn't find my phone anywhere. Right? And I'm sorry, that story's not told right. She, the girl that I'm dating, couldn't find her phone anywhere. Okay. I apologize. She couldn't find her phone anywhere. And there was all these Snickers in the morning that I knew something was up. But I was like, what's going on? But I'd forgotten about this fucking... I didn't think anybody would save a picture like that, right? And so my phone... I mean, her phone starts... We find it. And her phone starts buzzing off, like going crazy, ringing everywhere. To where Sean had taken this picture... And he sent it out to everyone. I'm talking, my mother got this picture, my professors in college that I still have phone numbers of, people that I babysat. I mean, everything, and I'm not kidding, everything that I had, my nieces got a picture of this. Like,
oh my God.
It was everywhere sent, but what you forget is some people had changed their numbers at this point in time. So I had saved numbers to where they had changed or she had I'm sorry, I keep saying it from my phone. From her phone, she had numbers that were changed, and he had to go to my phone to get phone numbers to keep sending out. And anyway, they really went elaborately and had done this. Yeah. And anyway, so we're out at lunch, and I'm kind of like embarrassed as fuck. My boss has got this picture where it's like, just imagine like, and this was Lorraine and all of them over at EVMS, where it was like, and I don't mind saying that on there, where everybody got to get this picture of Brad, like, hey, who's ready to get butt fucked, And I just remember, I was like, you're having that moment where you're so, I don't know, when you have an embarrassing moment like this, you feel the sting, sort of,
like
burn.
the blood starts like leaving your body,
and but you have to get resigned to it. Where it's like, I can't stop this now. Like this picture of me looking like I'm ready for you to fuck my ass is out there, right? And like I can't stop it, and. Anyway, we're out at lunch, and I got resigned to it, where you finally like, fuck it. Like, I that's what I did, right? And like, if people that really know me know that this had to be a prank, and I'm hoping they know that. But this phone rang. The girl's phone rang.
Oh, God.
And this man, you know this part.
Yeah.
And this man is like, hello?
All excited.
And he goes, hello? And the girl I'm dating is like, yes, can I help you? And he goes, yeah, I think you can help me. My wife has found this picture of some gay fat dude on his phone. And she thinks I'm a homosexual that's having sex with him. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I got to go. And hangs the phone. Phone starts buzzing up and goes, hey! I don't think you've heard what I've said here. This is ruining my relationship with my wife here. We're already on shaky grounds here, man. Lady. And I'm like, give me the phone. I'm like, sir, it was a prank gone bad. He goes, a prank gone bad? and it really stung when he said this. He was like, do you know what it's like to wake up and have your wife find a picture of a really pale, fat guy looking like he wants to have sex in the butt on the phone? I have kids, man. I have kids. And I'm like, man, I'm like actually truly sorry. I didn't mean it. Like, would you like me to talk to your wife about this? He goes, yes, I would. So,
oh God.
So like his wife gets on the phone. I'm like, look, hey, I just want to let you know that picture was a prank and somebody sent it, and you're under a number that you must have gotten a new phone recently or something like that. She goes, I haven't gotten a new phone in 2 years. And I'm like, well, maybe it was then. I don't know how phones work, right? I was like, I really don't know how it works. And she goes, look, stop the games. I know my husband's gay, and I know y'all are having some sort of affair. And I'm like, I'm not. And I promise you this right now, it's a prank gone bad. And she goes, stop the charade. Just stop the charade. And finally I looked over at the girl I'm dating. I'm like, man, I've tried my hardest. I'm like, all right, fine. Yeah, we're fucking.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's one of my.
I wonder if that's why Apple started doing lock screens where you had to type in a code to get in people's phones.
I feel like that's probably definitely why.
Yeah, that's got to be the specific reason why.
Yeah,
well,
only
phones
that
have just
story.
been destroying cheaters forever.
Right.
You don't ever hear a cheating story where somebody's like, uh-oh, I left my phone open. It's like, bye.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never like catching them in the act or anything.
No.
It's always like
Those days are gone.
Have you ever looked through someone's phone
Oh, God.
when they didn't know?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, and I have a real strong feeling. I did it one time only with a girl, and I'll be honest with you, it's over then. Yeah, I felt so gross when I did it.
No,
yes, I didn't like that I did it. That's really gross.
I feel like I've done it once, and you feel disgusting.
It's dirty.
Yeah,
you're just
like,
Yeah, and not only that, when you're looking for something, you're gonna find something. So it's just like, what are you doing? You're almost sick.
Well, it's a lose-lose because you look for something, you find something, and that sucks. Or you look for something, you find nothing, and you're like, oh, fuck, I'm a monster.
Well, when I was in high school, my dad found my weed stash, and for some reason I thought he just hid it in his drawer. So I started looking through his drawers.
Oh, shit.
And I came across... he had underwear that had the face of Pinocchio on them, but the hole was cut out where the nose
serious?
goes.
He's over there like, lie to me. I'm gonna lie.
How old were you?
27.
This was yesterday. No, it's probably like 15.
Oh, sick. So you knew what it meant.
Yeah, I went. Well, yeah, I mean, you think I was like looking for my weed that my dad's took before I knew what sex was?
Jeff,
Probably, yeah.
I love that Jeff was smoking weed at 4.
It's just like, what the fuck is a vagina?
Jeff's high as
Pass me that joint.
What? And he's already got a deep voice at that age, or he's been smoking for 2 years before.
Jeff's high as hell, wondering where Pinocchio's
Give me that
nose
roach
is at.
clip. What the fuck is a foursome?
He's so grumpy. He's like at the beginning of this podcast. It's like Patreon.
God, we really have to fix that.
Okay, you fix it.
I will.
Yeah, I know you will. I knew you were going to do it all along. I just had to do it fucked up enough to make you do it.
Oh, good excuse.
That's a good strategy.
Yeah, good excuse.
That's right. I'm a little devil. I'm mommy's little devil.
Okay, you're making it creepy.
I know. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
I can't stop. Okay.
that's
a lot to recover
that's
from.
a good story.
Yeah, that was a hard time.
I don't think... Well, never mind.
Oh, cool. That's good for the pod.
Okay, I'll say it. I don't think that I've ever had someone else take a naked picture of me.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I don't think I have either.
Really?
Right? Like, I don't
Wait.
think someone else has ever taken a naked picture of me.
Knowingly.
That's
Knowingly.
That happens to a lot of ugly people.
Oh!
Fuck!
Damn it.
Walked into it! Ah!
You know, that's sort of the way that goes.
God.
Got
You
it.
guys need to get more pretty.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm going to be way hot soon, and I'm going to be sending nudes out to everyone. Forget about it. I don't know why I said forget about it.
I do love
I
you,
just-
Molly.
I just did the accent of Jeff as a 4-year-old. Forget about it.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey, what's the
Patreon.
vagina?
What's a vagina? Pass me that needle.
Hey, Mom. Make the spaghetti. I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
know
lost
what?
it.
It's over. It's over for us. Well, shall we play a game or something? What do you want to do, Jeff? I want to leave this podcast in your hands.
I think we have time for another short story.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
it.
I read the clock wrong. I thought it said 3-6, not 2-6.
Oh, yeah, we have a clock now.
You're at ad 2 right now.
Yeah, cool.
I don't know what that means.
Wait, what?
Ad 2. It's time for ad number 2.
Oh, we don't have another story time.
Jesus.
Sorry.
It's worked out well.
Okay.
Well, never mind. It's time for another ad. Oh, my stomach hurts.
Oh, no, honey.
Yeah, it's from all the garbage delivery food you keep getting. All I want is a home-cooked meal, Mom.
Well, you know, I don't care about you enough to cook you a home-cooked meal. That's why we order from that guy on the corner every night.
Well, Mom, luckily I thought of a program that we could sign up for. It's called Food for Drunks. It's a delivery service that sends almost nearly completely prepared home-cooked meals that you can just throw in the microwave and heat up for your children when you're too hammered to care about them.
I'm sorry, were you talking? I was drinking my wine.
That's right, everybody. Food for Drunks. If you go to foodfordrunks.com/.gov, and enter enter the code How Embarrassing, you can get 25% off your next order at Food for Drunks. Don't let kids starve. Get Food for Drunks. I've been trying. We got a lot of feedback from listeners
That our ads have been
that
sucking
our ads
lately.
have been terrible, and it seems like we've just given up. So I've been trying to really up my game.
Yeah,
I think
that
keeping them
works.
shorter helps.
Yeah. And I think when I do them and not you, it goes
Oh, wow. Okay.
no.
better.
Really?
Jeff, when you do an ad, literally this is what happens. Live interpretation. And he just stares at me until I say something.
No, I usually make a noise.
Yeah, it'll be like a pause and then like, "Ugh." And I have to fucking
I just
figure
like
out what
making you
he's
figure it
trying
out.
to do.
Sorry, Brad. This is the last episode.
I'm loving it. It matters. I'm
Welcome
digging
to
the hell
How
out of this.
Embarrassing, the breakup episode.
Oh, shit.
Just kidding. We're going to be together forever.
Okay.
You and me,
I think we
baby.
have something else to talk about or do.
Let's play a game.
Yeah, let's play a game.
Okay.
Yay.
Fuck.
Marry,
Kill.
raise,
Fuck.
marry,
Kill.
raise,
Fuck.
marry,
Kill.
raise,
Fuck.
marry, kill, raise.
Fuck, marry, kill, raise.
Fuck, marry, kill, raise. Fuck, marry, kill, raise. That was good.
That was like one of our best ones.
Yeah,
ever.
that was good. That's right. It's time for a Fuck, Marry, Kill, Raise, a game that was invented by only us.
It's an original game that no one else has ever played in their lives, and that we invented, and it's called Fuck, Marry, Kill, Raise. So we are going to give you 4 options, sir,
Okay.
and you're going to have to pick one to fuck,
All right.
one to marry,
All right.
and the one you marry, you never fuck.
What?
You never get to have sex with the person you marry.
Correct.
Is this the stipulation on that?
Yeah.
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 So you fuck one, you marry one, you kill one, and then you have to raise one as your own child.
You can't fuck the person you kill either.
Or the kid.
unfortunately.
Okay.
You also
Okay.
can't fuck the raise because we're anti-pedophile.
We have a bell that goes off every time when someone says anti-pedophile. Surprisingly, it goes off a lot.
Hello? Jeff! Stay on the bell! All right, so your options are me
Me?
and yourself.
Go.
All right, I'd kill Molly.
Ah, yes!
For obvious reasons. Don't be so predictable.
I would fuck Matt because he has a horn or something like that. I heard about.
What?
Wait.
A train whistle.
He has
you
a
heard
train whistle.
Oh,
when he
yeah.
comes or something.
You've used it on the pod.
I blow it when I orgasm.
Do you really, though?
That's
Okay.
right.
Oh, I've heard stories that like somebody heard it go off while they were spending the night off. Spending the night over your house, yeah.
He's been like, oh, I'm about to come, and like run out of the room to make sure because he forgot his train whistle next to the bed.
Yep.
I'd marry Jeff because we've been neighbors before, and it seems like we already had that relationship. You know, where we just sort of look at each other across the way and be like, "I like you."
Like, hey,
I like you.
I'm
Yeah.
going back to my own shit.
And, yeah, exactly. And
We don't need to have a chat.
yeah,
That's how married people should be.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just, hi,
And
I'm
then
doing my thing.
I guess I'd raise Molly. Am I supposed to raise myself?
I
Well,
guess
you
you-
already
yeah,
killed.
yeah, you already killed
me.
Molly.
You fucked Matt. You married Jeff. So it turns
No,
out.
I'll change it up. I'll kill myself and I'll raise you.
Oh.
And the reason why
Do
is
you think
I
I'd
will
be a
say
good
I'm going to
daughter?
give you a compliment. I think you're funny as shit.
You think I'd be a fun daughter to have around?
Never. I take back everything I just said.
Are you sure you don't want to kill her? I mean,
kill
if you
you.
kill yourself before you raise
So-
her, then.
Never mind. You said
From now on, can I call you Daddy?
Oh, God.
I rang the bell. Yes.
Nice.
Gosh, that was fun.
Right, what a game.
And that was Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Raise.
Raise,
Fuck.
marry,
Kill.
and raise the lip rule.
Yes. Famous.
Gotta give a shout out to Lip for that one.
Yeah. I think that's the first time you've ever given him a shout out.
No, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lip.
We forget about all of our past podcasts. Oh my God! The Patreon friends! We have 3 people we're supposed to give a shout out to.
Okay, I mean, it's not over yet. I know one was Trip Rumble,
Yes.
enemy of the pod.
Trip Rumble, enemy of the pod. You get a shout out. That was it.
Here's your $1 reward.
Here's your $1 reward. All right.
We got others.
Yep. Next up, we have
There's only 3 and you have
Austin
to look
Priest
them up.
was one of
we
them.
have Austin Priest.
You have 3 and you have to look them up.
Brett
You're
Mounts.
a bad business person.
Next up, we have Austin Priest, friend of the pod. Here's your shout out. And Brett Mounts, friend of the pod.
No, they're all cool.
Yes.
Congratulations, you have bought yourself a ticket
shout
to
out.
be shouted out,
And when we
and
change,
we want you as a guest in some point.
when Jeff changes the Patreon levels, the people who have already donated will get the reward for whatever the $1 gets changed to.
Please, somebody. When you talk, sometimes I want a pillow.
Yeah, we should make the guest seat more comfortable so that they can tune out. You know.
I do think this is cathartic.
God, you're lucky I'm so confident and strong and sure of myself, or I'd be real upset. I'm fine though. I don't even care.
Okay.
I'm not.
We believe you.
I know.
The tears coming out of your eyes don't mean
Does
anything.
it look like I care? Sticks and stones. I'm rubber. You're glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to
I think it's time for another game.
Yeah.
Don't need to hear that.
Yeah.
Words. 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 Words.
Association.
Words. 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 Words.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
I like that you popped your little head back up to the microphone to just say association.
Well,
You were like
we
in
usually
your-
sing the name of the game.
You were
while
like
we,
in your 4-year-old diaper voice.
Uh-huh.
I hate myself.
That's right. This is This is word association game.
Yes.
It's a game called Word Association.
Yeah, so we've had like 6 different games, and most of them have failed.
Yeah.
So we're going to try
And
it
I'm
again.
really bad at this game also. So
Wait,
it always turns back on me somehow.
on
So
word
we're gonna-
association?
Yeah.
We're going to rapid fire and just say a word, and you just say the first word that comes to your head.
Okay.
All right? Jeff, are you ready?
I guess it always comes back on me. I don't like this game.
Jeff, why don't you get a book and just read down the book? Words.
Nah, it's cheating.
That's beneath him.
All right.
I always end up fucking playing the game. Like, I end up associating the words that our guest
I
says.
know. You
and-
incriminate yourself really easily.
Okay, let's
All
do
right,
this.
I'll go first. Peanut.
Rachel Platten songs.
Book.
Comfort zone.
Frame.
Labia.
Duck.
Tapping people too hard on the head.
Sock.
Semen.
Bam.
Babies.
Switch.
Bad black actors.
Wait a second. Okay, let's stop it there. I think that's where we stop this game.
Okay, hold on.
Wait, did I do something wrong?
What was
No.
your last?
What's that? You said switch, and my brain went to. I thought it was the Will Smith movie.
That was a bad movie.
Okay.
Wait, you
I don't
think
know if
Will
that
Smith
was
is a
Switch.
bad actor?
No, but he can be.
Yeah.
Okay, I
know
never
what I
saw
mean?
Switch.
Well,
Is he
Will
in
Smith
that?
also had it.
Yeah.
The movie.
Wait.
The movie is.
I don't know. If
Can
he
I
is in
clear
that.
this up? The movie is called Hitch.
Oh,
But
Hitch.
Will Smith also had a song called Switch. But it also.
I'm a big fan of Will Smith.
Yeah.
But I would also say I can't stand occasionally he'll do these sellout movies that are just not all that fun for me. Does that
like
make sense?
Hitch with Kevin James.
This is the one I hated this movie a lot. Yeah. I should have said bad fat actors. That'd have been better. Yeah.
Because Kevin James.
It's less racist.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
It
that.
was. I'm glad we had you explain yourself because I was a little worried with just leaving it with.
Bad black actor.
I'm still confused. Was there something wrong?
No.
No, we usually
There's
we
nothing
just play
to
this
this
game
game.
until you say, "Oh, anti-pedophile." Oh, no, it's
usually-
becoming reversed.
We usually play this. We usually play this game until someone says something questionable. Half the time it's Jeff. Which just,
Usually me.
Yeah.
it's usually Jeff because he doesn't know how to say anything, but he'll just go balls.
Yeah.
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 Usually people like say the same word 5 times in a row, and that's when we stop it.
Well, yeah, you had one that had me perplexed a minute ago, if I may say, of that game, because I'm 3 deep now on the beers, and I'm kind of lightweight. But the one that was weird for me was Rachel Platten.
Yeah, what was
songs.
that? Peanut.
Yeah.
Peanut and Rachel
Yeah, I don't know.
Platten.
Who
That
is
was the
that?
only one. It's that girl that sings, "This is my fight song. Take back my life."
that's Carrie
song."
Perry.
No, it's not. It's Rachel Platten.
First of all,
And,
the woman's name is Katy Perry, not Carrie.
I like Carrie Perry.
Gary Perry.
Carrie Perry's a better name.
Carrie Perry.
No, it's Rachel Platten. I know it because Courtney put it in one of our shows where I had to learn who she
Okay.
was. Yeah, but I don't know why that came up off of Peanuts. Yeah,
Platten.
yeah.
Peanuts.
You fight for those peanuts.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
They
glad.
call him the fighting nut.
First of all, that's why I love you. That if you had that right there as a mascot for a team, it's like the fighting
The
nut.
fighting nut.
He's just always trying to create life.
Hey, if Hampton Roads ever does get a sports team, a professional sports team,
Please,
then
yes.
the fighting
The
nut
fighting
needs to be.
Molly's just became a millionaire, and that would be so awesome.
You guys, if I was rich, how dope would that be?
Oh God,
That'd be awesome.
it would.
We could upgrade this podcast studio.
Oh,
We could see each other then.
Oh my! I
We
wouldn't
could
like
look
that.
at each other.
I wouldn't have to pay for your drinks.
Oh Jesus!
Okay.
You want to get in a fight again?
They should call this.
This episode,
Marriage.
Jeff has been starting fights with me this entire. I think it's because I've been busy, and I haven't been able to spend as much
Oh, my
time with
God.
him.
What are you busy
Molly,
with?
We know that's not true.
I couldn't take him to the park and play catch with him this week, so he got upset.
He didn't get to feed the birds with him.
Yeah.
I just sat there by myself throwing fucking crackers at Dove's.
It's not my fault that Monday you got to Kogan's right as I was leaving.
It's true.
That's
I
not my
will
fault.
say,
And I
y'all
gave
are
you
some of
half a
Y'all are
pizza.
my favorite friendship. I would say in the entire theater. I really mean this. I really like y'all. Yeah.
You hear that, people? Your friendships don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't stand.
I want
love
everyone
the
to
negative
know your friendships don't matter.
Yeah. Whoever you're friends with, you should probably not be friends with them
Or
anymore.
fight with them more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck them first, though.
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Huh?
Yeah, fuck them and then break up with them and then marry
That's
them.
right, and raise
fight 'em.
them.
And then raise them.
That's why he makes the big bucks. Producer Matt Cole.
That's why he has 3 Ferraris.
Producer Matt Cole here with the deep cuts.
Deep cuts.
Yeah.
I don't know. The cold
Yep.
cuts.
The cold cuts is better. It's like he's just eating turkey.
Straight out of the plastic.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Brad, do you have anything that you want to promote or plug? We've actually come to the end of our time. here.
Sure. Yeah, I would love to plug or promote the guys that are in front of me. All the people that are on this podcast do shows at the Push Comedy Theater.
Friend of the pod.
And I'd also say that one, I think this is the biggest one to promote right now would be Molly, is you were in a show called Panties in a Twist. And
Yes.
how is it going, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
It's going great.
How are your scenes? Are you getting cut yet? Are you in it? I actually don't mean that as a joke. Like, where are you? Are you?
They haven't really made any cuts yet.
Okay. Do you have
but
any
I
meat?
expect
Like, where are you
I
with it?
expect like most of what I'm in to be cut.
But do you have some ones that are like Molly-centric?
Oh yeah, we've got some big stuff coming down the pipe for old Mall.
I love that. I will say this to you. I'm so look forward to next week where I get to look at it, and I'm only allowed because it's a girls' show to be able to. What I'm told is I'm allowed to say what I liked.
We only want nice things. We're ladies.
No. I'll be the bad guy. That's the way that works. But I would say to you, I have heard nothing but badass things about you, Molly Graham. I really
I've heard
mean that.
nothing but bad things.
Oh, I mean, except for I will say, except for I heard that like during breaks, Molly can't stop talking. I'm like, oh, shocker.
I know. At one point, I looked at one of the producers and I go, I need to shut the fuck up, don't I?
I heard about this.
For somebody who's never heard of the show, what is it, Brad?
Why don't they? I'd rather her tell it because it's from their voice. Yeah.
Yes, I'll talk about it because I'm a lady. So Panties in a Twist is the largest all-female sketch comedy show in the nation, and it is here in Norfolk, Virginia, which is also the home of the How Embarrassing podcast. This year we have a cast of 37 awesome gals, many of whom have been guests on this podcast before. Tickets are on sale now. I suggest going to the Push Comedy Theater to get your ticket. And the show is going to be Jeff, shut the fuck up. God.
Out.
I'm sorry.
What are you talking about? He was grabbing the tickets. That was sound effects.
There's just so many tickets I was trying to
God, I hate it when the patriarchy ruins my promotion.
Don't say Patreon.
Yeah, let's get back into it.
So anyway, the show is February 15th, day after Valentine's Day, at the Harrison Opera House.
Absolutely.
So we hope to see you all there. As usual, you can donate to us on Patreon.
Yes, and on Tuesday of this coming, I guess you'll be doing your pod. This will air on Wednesday. Never mind. Although they still have a chance. The following Tuesday after this airs, you can come to Improvisation 101 on Tuesday night.
6:30.
Yep, at the Push Comedy Theater. Yep.
Yes, start your
Which
improv
is
journey.
where everyone here started. So
Started from the bottom, now we here. I'm sorry, that was possibly my most embarrassing
I wish
moment.
you could see Jeff's facial expressions. I want you to film this. I'm mad that you don't get to see Jeff's facial expressions the entire fucking show.
When I just
Here's the
roll
thing.
my eyes
What
at
I can
Molly.
see too is I can see y'all being really rough on yourselves. Like, I don't know if it's a good podcast. You need to film this because the two of y'all are fucking just nasty to one another. And it's Matt, am I wrong? It's
No,
like
it's
being
great.
a part of like a marriage. It's awesome. I'm not kidding.
And once the Patreon hits $100 a month, we will incorporate video into the podcast.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And nudes.
Only for the small and nudes. Yeah.
And foot
Hey,
pics.
if you want to see that picture of Brad with his butt all out,
Yes, $300 a month.
$300 a month.
God, I wish I had that picture. I do wish I had that picture.
There's no copies of it anywhere.
I'll make you a bet the girl might still have one.
I'm sure that guy does.
All All right, that's all we have time for today. This has been How Embarrassing. Thank you, little wormies.
Bye.
See you next.
Molly's mommy. I keep saying Molly.
They're my worms.
Thanks for having
Molly's
me
got
here.
worms.
Thanks for
coming.
being here.
You just listened to How Embarrassing Podcast with Molly and Jeff. If you have a question or you would like to be on How Embarrassing and you have an embarrassing story, please email us at howembarrassingpodcast@gmail.com. Also, donate to us just $1 a month at patreon.com/howembarrassing.
More than that.